Hello, 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 hello. I want to first make sure that the sound is working because earlier it was not. Hello, hello. Okay, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome to So You Think You Can Homeschool. My name is Aja McNair. I'm so excited that you are here today. This is a part of a 21-day series designed to empower parents just like you to thrive as home educators. We are on day number 10. Woo, woo. And I know some of you guys may be wondering, like, wait, what happened yesterday? I ended up getting extremely sick. So I'm gonna make up for yesterday, which was day 9 on my birthday, y'all. Crazy. Crazy. But we're gonna make up, gonna redo day 9, but I went ahead and this is day 10. This is day 10. You are in the right place. I'm an educational consultant for those that are brand new here, have never seen me before. Welcome, welcome, welcome to So You Think You Can Homeschool. My name is Aja McNair. I do have my EDS, that is an educational specialist degree. I have been a curriculum specialist for years. That means I was the administrator over all things teaching and learning. I have over 15 years of experience in education. I am certified in correcting and diagnosing reading and mathematic behaviors, and I also have my reading endorsement. A little bit about me here at Everything Aja is I empower Christian women to confidently nurture the next generation, all while walking in God's will and maintaining a balanced personal life. Well, welcome to So You Think You Can Homeschool. Before we get into the content for today, note that I'm jumping on live at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next 21 days. Right now, we are at day number 10. But there's also a workbook that goes hand in hand with this challenge. And so in the workbook, you can download it down below in the description. It is a free workbook. It has a little bit about homeschooling, the challenges, the formats, everything you need to know about homeschooling for beginners. And then it also has editable plates where you can actually write notes in. And so make sure that you are following along as today is day number 10. Amen. 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 All right, let's get into today. Today, we're going to learn about setting realistic goals for reading success in order for us to be able to teach our children how to read 10 times faster. Okay, we don't know where they're going unless we know where they are. I'll say that again. You don't know where they're going unless you know where they are. And so that is what we are doing on here today. I want to just talk about success, getting our brains to be shifted just a little bit about what success is. Success isn't about just perfection, it's all about progress. So, if you want to get your child to read 10 times faster, what you're going to have to do is begin to build momentum. I want you to think about dominoes. Okay. It's a perfect example because dominoes end up building momentum. Well, if you've ever done like a domino tower or so forth, the further you have the dominoes, the harder it is to gain momentum. Right. And so, in order for a domino kind of trail to gain momentum, you kind of put them into smaller gaps, and then they'll begin to hit each other one after another, after another, after another, right? Until they begin momentum and then they go really, really fast. Same exact concept with reading. Well, when you don't assess your child or you don't set realistic goals, you won't know how close or how far to kind of lay your dominoes. You don't know if you're close to hitting the target or if you're not, right? And so, just like with a wall tower of dominoes, you want to be constantly measuring success and constantly measuring progress, okay? Because success isn't about perfection, right? There's going to be times where your child's just not going to know something, okay? But what you're going to try to measure is their progress towards the goal. The more you begin to measure these little checkpoints, the faster they'll begin to gain what we call momentum, just like the domino effect, and the quicker they will be able to skyrocket when it comes to reading. Now, this might be you, and let me know if you can relate to this, right? As a potential homeschool mom or a current homeschool mom, you may feel overwhelmed by all of the pressures that you do. You have to do self-care by yourself, right? If you're married, you have the needs of your husband, you have the needs of each and every one of your children, especially if you have more than one child. But no matter what is pulling your attention or direction, I want you to just pause and remember that small steps lead to big victories. Okay. If you ever felt like you're failing because your child isn't reading it, you're not alone. Today we're going to focus on reframing success as progress, not perfection. So give me a big thumbs up if you're like, I am ready, I am here, I am willing to roll up my sleeves and get to the work. We're worried about progress, not perfection. I see it working real good. All right, let's talk about goal setting. We have to know where to put those dominoes, right? So when it comes to goal setting helps you and your child stay focused. You know exactly what you need to do. And not just goal setting in general. You want to set realistic goals, right? If I set a unrealistic goal, for example, let's say today I actually had to go and watch my daughter. She was in like this Christmas performance. Well, that took half my day. But if I set a goal that I was gonna, I don't know, write a book today, that would be a unrealistic goal that I could do everything I needed to do for my daughter and write an entire book all in one day. Like chapter book, that is. That's a little bit unrealistic. And so when we talk about goal setting, I want you to think goal setting with realistic goals, okay? Not only do you know do setting not only does setting realistic goals helps your child and yourself stay focused, but it also can build confidence as you achieve small wins. So this is what I meant by when I said it will begin to almost have like a snowball of momentum, because you and your children are experiencing all of these wins. You almost see like this domino effect. They'll be getting more excited to learn. They'll be getting more excited to read. They'll actually be paying attention more. They'll be coming to you more. You'll begin to see this momentum happen. And then it also prevents burnout for both you as the parent and your child. Have you ever felt like, once again, I'm gonna keep saying this, that you're failing? You're not alone. I want you to think success is progress, not perfection. All right, so let's talk about setting small and measurable goals. Now, we just talked about setting goals that are realistic, right? But remember, in that domino example, we talked about in order to really gain momentum, the gap kind of has to be shorter, right? And so, what you want to do in order to gain momentum and get your child reading 10 times faster, you want to think small, realistic, and measurable goals. So I want to just break that down just a little bit. Let's say you want to start with one letter sound. Let's say you're teaching preschool, pre-K, kindergarten. Just start with one letter sound. Today, we'll focus on mastering the letter B. You do not have to tackle the entire alphabet in one day. I feel like I need to say that again. You do not have to tackle the entire alphabet in one day. Okay. Focus on small, measurable goals. Progress, to reading one sentence by the end of the week. So you want to progress to reading one sentence. So, all right, if I start off with, just one word, one letter, then one word, then build up into one sentence. And I'm just doing like this just because it just kind of is an easy progression in our minds. And then you want to keep your goals age appropriate and tailored to your child's pace. Understand that every child is different. And just because, let's say you have a homeschooling pod or you have multiple kids, you could have twins. You could have completely two different children that are in the exact same household, but they learn different. Completely different. And so when you're homeschooling your own child, note that you want to go at the pace of your own child. And it is okay. If one child is a little bit ahead of another, you just constantly want to set realistic goals that are catered to each child. All right. If you're only teaching one child, and let's say you're kind of comparing them to other children of like-minded age in a like-minded area, just know that your child is going to have their own pace. Therefore, they need their own reading goals because you're measuring progress, not perfection. All right. So, what does that look like? What does progress actually look like? What do I mean? Well, let's say this is what I mean by progress, right? Let's say my goal is to get them to read sentences. Okay, that's my goal. Well, I have to go at their pace. Let's say they're working on letter sounds, but they should be reading sentences because we're in first grade. Okay, I cannot go to reading sentences before they know their sounds. So I'm going to start with letter sounds, right? Then eventually go to words. Okay, so I'll start at the letter D, then I'm going to go to the word dog, and then I can progress to sentences. The dog barked. Okay, always keep in mind the ending goal. When you are doing progression and you're doing these goal settings, you kind of always want to keep the target, the long-term goal, kind of at the forefront of your mind, and then break down those shorter, small, measurable steps and how you're going to get there. If you notice, it's just like a GPS, right? Ultimately, when you first go, go on your phone, you're trying to go somewhere that you've never been before, you're going to type in the address, right? That's almost your long-term goal. But then the GPS does a great job by giving you realistic short-term goals. It'll say, make a left on Prior Street. Once you make the left, it's going to give you the next short-term goal. Make a right on 10th Street. Go right on 10th Street. Make a U-turn on Barrett Parkway. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So, those are short-term goals where ultimately it's taking you to that long-term goal or your ultimate destination. Same exact thing, right? Same exact concept. My goal is to read sentences. So I'm going to break that down into smaller, realistic goals. So if you want your child to begin to get momentum and to begin to read 10 times faster, I want you to think, where do I need them to go? And then how can I break that down into small bite-sized pieces in order for them to get there? All right. And so we're talking about momentum because in order for them to get there, you're going to need their buy-in. Okay. One thing that I'm kind of proud that I kind of help with is getting children to intrinsically be motivated to learn. And a part of that is getting them on board. So you want to reward your child's efforts, no matter how small. Okay, no matter how small it may seem, I need you to give them some praise. Always give them some praise. It doesn't take anything for you to say, great job. And great job can go a long way. Okay. You can also use things like stickers, high fives, even special story time as a motivator. Instead of reading becoming that thing that they begin to hate, make reading a reward, right? As they begin to love to read, you're like, yes, extra time. I know my daughter, she absolutely loves reading the Bible and she's actually asking for more time. And I hate cutting her off all the time. But baby girl can read the whole Bible in one setting. Like she just loves it. And so I can use extra reading time as an actual motivator to begin to build momentum with her. And then celebrate your own wins. Woo, woo, you go, girl. Each goal that they have achieved, you have achieved. And they're one step closer to fluency and you're one step closer to getting them to your ultimate goal. So always, 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 not only do you want to celebrate them, but you want to celebrate yourself as well. Well, I've been giving you one realistic goal, one thing that you can immediately implement. But before I give you today's mission, just go ahead and hit that thumbs up button right down below. That just kind of helps the algorithm find more homeschool moms, more potential homeschool moms just like yourself that need to get on this amazing challenge so you think you can homeschool. And so our mission today is to think and write down one realistic reading goal for your child. Make sure it's short, simple. So, for example, you can say, my child will master the sound by Friday. I'm trying to get them to read words, but they're not there yet. So, the first thing I have to do is go back to sounds, and they're going to master the sound by Friday. And then I want you to post it somewhere you can see, whether it's on your door, if it's on the refrigerator, and then you'll begin to track their progress together. You and your child will know this is the goal for the week, and we're going to make sure that you get there no matter what. Homeschooling isn't a marathon, y'all. It's not a sprint. Every small step you take with your child will begin to add up. It will begin to build momentum, and you will see it lead to incredible growth over time. So keep going. Note that you're doing an amazing job just tuning into So You Think You Can Homeschool. You are doing an amazing job because you're trying to do something about your journey as homeschooling. And I want to invite you to my upcoming workshop. I'm kicking off the new year with 3 secrets to teaching reading with ease. You can simply sign up at everythingaja.com/teach-reading. You want to be in the building. I'll be breaking down how you can teach all 5 components of reading without feeling burnt out, without feeling overwhelmed, and without any of the headache. Hello, sign me up. So I cannot wait to see you there. And then I will be back same time, same place tomorrow for So You Think You Can Homeschool, day number 11. See you soon.